Instead of fighting, you could always just push somebody into a bush. And I know it sounds really stupid, but the funny thing is that nobody actually knows how to get out of a bush. Like, that shit has never happened in the history of any of our lives. Like, remember when you're little and you're playing kickball and someone like kicks the ball into like a bush? And you just have to get new friends. Like, that ball's dead to you. They don't even bring that shit up anymore. And it always worked. Like, there's always the perfect bush for the situation. You know, like one day there was a kid. He was my friend, but he's being a jerk. You know, I didn't want to feel like slapping him. We gotta take care of it in a different way. So what I decided to do is I pushed him right into an aloe vera plant. You guys botanists? What's the voice? Oh, you guys gasp. You realize that? You the motherfuckers that says perhaps. I was a gasp. Pushed into aloe vera plant. Yeah, pushed that dude. He got all scratched up. That's what happened. He got all scratched up. But then he healed himself right back up because aloe vera works. He probably lost that cold he had for a couple of weeks. You know, he's still your friend. It's just hard. It's hard to get out of a bush. Like, there's even a story in the Bible where God visits Moses and he comes to him in the form of a burning bush. And I used to read that and think, like, you know, one way, and now I read it and I'm like, did God get stuck? he made bushes too good, you know? So, like, what could you do to get out of a bush? Just think you like grabbing onto stuff to get out. You just grabbing onto more bush, you are further into your problems. I think the only way to get out of a bush is like through therapy. I think that's what I heard. That's what I heard online. Like, Bush wasn't even a good president, and he won twice. It's very hard to get out of a bush. I am married. I have a beautiful black wife. She's trapped in the body of a white woman, though. So you didn't let me finish. She believes she's a black woman, but she's trapped in the body of a white woman. We're going to therapy about it, looking to make some breakthroughs. I'm just kidding. My wife is actually black. Like, I mean, so fucked up. And she hates that joke too. She does hate that joke. But sometimes you gotta do some shit for yourself, you know? Do some shit for yourself. I love being married. Marriage is necessary. It is necessary, because how else would I know that I fold towels the wrong way? I didn't know that. She's like, yeah, fold the towels, but I don't want to see any corners. It's like, it's square, though. We complement each other very well. For her, I think it's a great relationship because I don't answer any stupid-ass black hair questions. And for me, it's the perfect relationship because I don't have to act like the show Friends was any good. And I know I lost a lot of you. I know I lost a lot of you over on that side. Like, don't get me wrong, I do still watch Friends, but I watch it late at night to help me fall asleep. I've been calling that shit white noise. Even if you don't like it, you gotta clap for that. Hell yeah. I remember I was on a date with this girl once, and she's like, Chazz, which character would you be? Are you more Joey or more Chandler? And I just got the fuck up and walked out of there. I'm not doing that. If I'm anybody, I'm the black dude from France, and he wasn't there. gonna be there. We've been married, before the pandemic, and I feel like anybody that's been married, like, and went through the pandemic, like, you should get to add like 10 years to your marriage. Some of you guys are nodding, you're like, yeah, maybe 20. We almost can get to that 45, you know. I got that 6, but I got 16. What we working with? We gotta press that shit up. Nah, because it's like, the person is always there. We're always there. Like, you were too, but they were always there. You go to the bathroom, you're like, oh, okay, he's still here. I thought that was a time warp or something. And so me and my wife, like, we've had so many conversations, so many, so it's like we're past all the regular conversations, Like now we argue about hypothetical shit. Like my wife, she won't admit it, but she thinks if she was born a dude, she would have a bigger dick than me. And I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about it. But she'd be like, look at my feet. I got big feet. Look at my fingers. I got long. It's like, that's not how it works. Some of these women are laughing too hard. They think they have bigger dicks than you too. It's not just me. It's like, put the fucking toilet seat down. Stop acting like that. I almost fell in. But it's like, I don't want to lose that argument. So then I start thinking like, well, I think I'd have a wetter vagina than you. They don't like that shit. I'm cool under pressure. How about that? I tell good stories. Okay. She's like, hey, I tell good stories. No, you don't. So, let's see. I talked about my wife. Not like that, but her arms are folded. Okay. He was funny tonight, huh, motherfucker? That's why Barack Obama can't be corny, He can't be doing that shit. Yeah. That's one of her relatives. So, getting it on two fronts. But, So going over some stuff, but I remember, like me and my wife, when we were talking about having kids, we have kids. I don't think I talked about that yet. But I remember, like when my kids, even before that, when me and my wife were having the discussion about having kids and things like that, and we were thinking about doing it. And with me, it's like, I was trying to get further in my stand-up career. And I just kind of didn't know, because I'm not going to be a shitty dad, so it just felt like it's going to take me away from it. But then my wife was like, well, you only have to be a dad, though. I was like, oh, I didn't know we were talking shit. I thought we were, in the, common ground, stuff like that. Yeah, okay, all right. Because it's like, I'm going through these stories, and it's like, there's stuff that happened to me, in high school and elementary, junior high, stuff like that. But it's like some of the people are actually here, I remember in high school, the first time I was supposed to have sex. Yeah, I said supposed to. You guys really catch on quick. Supposed to. I was pretty young the first time. Was anybody else in here young? I didn't see that. Okay. I know you were not, young nigga. I know that shit. All right. So I was 15 years old, and I had been dating this girl in high school, and things have been progressing, you know. And what that means is, well, we had a half day. This motherfucker said, hi-yo. Sorry. Hi-yo. All right. So I was 15 years old, and I had been dating this girl in high school, and things have been progressing. And like basically, what that means is that we had a half day in school, and her parents were out of town, right? You get in trouble, dog. Cause like when you're young like that, like everything is planned out. Like nothing is left up to chance, you know. So you had this half day in school, and this girl's like, "Chazz, you're gonna come over to my house, and we're gonna have intercourse." And I was like, "Yeah," you know, cause I just learned that word. I was like, "Yeah." Started bragging on my friends. I was like, "Hey, what are you guys doing on the half day? Oh, playing basketball? Yeah, I remember I used to do that too." Not anymore, man. I'm actually gonna be having sex with a girl, man. And I'm gonna make her take her shirt off and everything. That was big shit at 15, you know? And so I told my friend that, and he's like, "Chazz, you know what's gonna happen, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go over to this girl's house, have sex with her, she's gonna be easily pleased. I'm gonna fall asleep, and when I wake up, a sandwich is gonna be there." That shit is clap worthy. I thought all that was gonna happen. We're gonna knock it out just like that. My friend didn't let me slide though. He was like, "Chazz, that's not what's gonna happen at all." He's like, "What's gonna happen is you're gonna get this girl pregnant." Yeah. I didn't think that was funny either. You know? He didn't even let it go then. He was like, "Chazz, when you graduate from high school, your baby's gonna be 3 years old." And it's like, dude, that's so fucked up. Because like I was already 15, like you're not even counting the 9 months for the pregnancy. Like you either think my girlfriend is already pregnant, or you don't think I'm gonna graduate on time. But either way, that's like a fucked up. Social studies is hard. But you know, I went anyway. So forget what this is saying, you know, that's what we do. You go anyway. So I go over to the girl's house, we start getting into it, and then I start hearing my friend's stupid ass voice. "You're gonna get her pregnant. Your baby's gonna be..." I don't know why he was dead. "Your baby's gonna be 3. When you walk across the stage, she's gonna say, 'That's my daddy, he's old enough to talk at that age.'" So I don't do it. But I have to, you know, because I'm thinking the worst thing is to have a kid while you're still in high school. And so I have to think of something to get out of the situation as fast as possible. So I say the first thing that comes to my mind, because I'm thinking the worst thing is to have a kid while you're in high school. I tell her that I can't get my penis hard. Yeah. And right after I said it, you guys are shaking your head at me, right after I said it, I realized having a baby is not the worst thing that can happen to you. In high school, the worst thing is to have a girlfriend with a big fucking mouth. And that's always the worst thing. That was the worst thing yesterday and tomorrow. You tell this bitch in confidence that you can't get your penis hard. And she goes back to school and she tells everybody. Yeah, and you're 15. Like if you're me, you used to have 3 more years to be called Limp Dick Hawkins. This is your life. You created this situation. You got school counselors come to you like, "Dude, you should just had the fucking baby." Like I know you're thinking the worst thing is to have a kid while you're still in high school. But this is gonna sit with you way longer. He's like, "Take it from me, Small Balls Johnson." I'm like, "I don't think you should be telling me that, sir." "I don't think you work here anymore." My friend that told me that I'm gonna get this girl pregnant is here. And also the dude that fucked said girl. It's not my friend, it's two different people, but she broke up with me and then she fucked this other dude and they're both here. She might be here for all I know. I don't know. I don't give a shit. My whole life has changed.